Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Josh Ward. I'm the drum instructor here at worshipartistry.com. Now in this video, I just wanted to go over verse 2 for the song Lamb of God by Vertical Church Band off their Church Songs record. Now, during this section of the song, there's some syncopated tom and snare hits that can kind of be confusing if you're trying to count it out and get it, as close to the record as possible. So I just wanted to go over this part. That way we can count it out, get it all nice and tight and locked in. So at any point you want to check out this full lesson, you can click on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. That's going to take you over to worshipartistry.com. Now there we totally break down these songs piece by piece, and then we also have charts and loops that you can practice and follow along with these songs as well. So for right now, let's go ahead and jump into this lesson. Alright guys, for verse 2, we've got a little bit of syncopation going on. So let me go ahead and run through this groove just so you can see how it should look and sound. We'll break it down and we'll count it out. Alright guys, so what we've got going on here is just a lot of syncopation with our groove, okay? And I got this as close to the record as I could. I tried to find a pattern that we could lock into. They may have a couple hits here or there that are different than what I'm teaching here, but overall, this is pretty much the same groove that you're going to hear on the record. Now I'm counting this section of the groove, or the song rather, in 142 beats per minute rather than the 71 beats per minute that we were doing earlier. This just kind of helps me feel the groove a little better and count through it. So I've got an 8th note click going on in my ear for this section, okay? But we've got a quarter note kick, okay? So it's just that 4 on the floor drive, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then we also have another lead in, just like we did in the chorus, with just an open hi-hat and then a crash or a ride, and just really open that up and wash it out. So just that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, okay, leading into beat 1 of verse 2. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and count through this slowly. Now there are some measures that we are not going to play, but I'm just going to go ahead and count through beat 1 through bar 16, okay? So this is a 16 bar, 16 measure section of the song, verse 2 is. And on measures 15 and 16, it's just an 8th note build all the way through both of those measures into the chorus, okay? But I'm going to start on measure 1 and go all the way through measure 16 just so you can see this overall groove, count it out, and see it a little slower. So let's see if we can make it through this, all right? So starting on bar 1 or measure 1, so it's just going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 5, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 2, 3, 4, 7 and 2 and 3 and 4, 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 and 2, 3, 4 and a 10, 2, 3, 4 and 11, 2, 3, 4 and 12 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 13, 2, 3, 4, 14, 3, 4, 15, 16, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? And I said 17 on the last one for some reason, but it's supposed to be 16. So I'm sorry about that. I was trying to remember everything in my head and it got a little hard. So that is everything slowed down. Hopefully that helped. It's actually really hard to count through that slow for some reason, but the loops are going to be below, so you should be able to lock into it with no problem. But if you can't dial in exactly what we're playing here or what I've played, you know, you're the only drummer that's going to be playing with your band through this, okay? So you're not trying to match, or you're not distracted by the drums on the record, okay, when you're trying to play this. So, you know, just kind of use your own freedom and just kind of stay on, you know, the ands or the you know, of the 16th note pattern, and just kind of add some toms sparsely, you know, throughout the section. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly what we're doing here, but this will kind of give you a basic overview of what should be played. But, you know, just use your own creativity, you know, when it comes to this. It doesn't have to be exactly like the record at all. So we try to teach it like the record, but, you know, you're the one behind the kit. So just use your judgment, use your creativity, and just make it sound good and whatever works for you, okay? So let me go ahead and slow this down for you one more time so you can see a little slower and lock into it. All right, guys, once you get that groove down and locked in, let's move on over and check out the chorus 2 groove and the outro chorus groove.